Here's a little video for loretta. So loretta with silver beet and spinach and most of the leafy vegetables, the Asian vegetables, the pak choy and the bok choy and I forget the other one. You can plant seed from spring to autumn. So you can plant them in autumn as well. But I've been experimenting with some things, different ways of growing them. And so these are some bok choy here, and they were grown from seedlings. Now they've been in for about 3.5 weeks to a month now, and they're nearly ready for harvest. In another week they'll be good. I've covered some up with little bottles to see if they grow any faster, and well, I'm starting to think that they do grow faster under bottle. It also protects them from the pests. But the other interesting thing I've been doing, which is working fantastically, is I've gone to the supermarket and you buy a bunch of bok choy or pak choy, or to also work with celery or spring onions are really good too. And you come home and you cut the leaves off the stump and you eat the leaves, but then you take the stumps out and you plant them in the garden. And they grow back, and they grow back in half the time and give you a crop in half the time than what the seedlings will. So these have been in a week, and probably under a week, probably 5 days, and they're already coming back strong. This one up here has been in for 2 weeks, and it's ready for harvest. Its mate that I put in at the same time, I cut off yesterday and we ate. So I'm wondering whether there is an advantage in planting seed or seedlings when you can go to the supermarket, spend just as much money and have a crop in half the time. Now the good thing about this, even if you plant seeds or seedling, you don't have to pull the plant out. You simply come along and you just cut it all off and leave the stump in there, and it'll grow back in a couple of weeks. So you'll get 3 or 4 crops potentially out of the one seedling, and then you let them go to seed and let the seed fall naturally in the garden, and then come through in spring and you pick out all the seedlings and you replant.